A little under a week ago, Rockstar Games shook up the gaming world by posting an eagerly awaited announcement on their Twitter page. After thanking fans for their loyalty as the company draws closer to their 25th anniversary, they ended the post with the following. We are very excited to let you know that in early December we will release the first trailer for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you. Thank you, Sam Houser. Now of course, everyone's excited about playing Grand Theft Auto 6 as it's been over 10 years since the franchise's last release, but there's something in that text that may be a little concerning. Rockstar didn't call it GTA 6, they simply stated it was the next Grand Theft Auto. I realised that back in the day, Rockstar didn't always name their titles directly just as GTA 1 to 5, as we saw many games that didn't include a number at all, such as Vice City, San Andreas, Chinatown Wars or Liberty City Stories. This was when the company was releasing almost annually, so it made sense back then not to keep to the numbered pattern. If they had, the next GTA would be titled GTA 13, not including DLCs or remasters, so of course a number that high would take away the shine of it all and pigeonhole the series somewhat. So why not introduce this one as Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, let's take a look at things. Back in 2021, Rockstar Games hit the 20th anniversary of the first time the company stepped into the 3D universe, celebrating the incredible Grand Theft Auto 3. Everyone believed, as the company would announce on their social medias that something was coming, that we were finally getting a glimpse of the upcoming GTA 6. But alas, all we got was a bug-ridden trilogy combination of GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas. Now don't get me wrong, these are some of my favourite titles, as it's the ones I grew up alongside, and it was nice to see that they were getting a remaster with a brand new graphics overhaul. But I already owned all three of these titles on both PC and console, so I was certainly hesitant to pay around the £50 mark for a graphics upgrade of games that I already had. I'm not saying I didn't buy the trilogy, but I certainly was a bit stung by Rockstar. I felt that they knew people would buy this, regardless of the anger towards the price, as they knew they had the loyalty of those such as myself. This was shown as the trilogy sold an incredible 10 million copies within its first few months, even despite its low scores and broken gameplay. After getting a remastered trilogy instead of GTA 6, fans felt the sting of Rockstar Games once more. Just a few months ago, over on the company's website, they updated the logos for the original Red Dead Redemption, leading many to believe that we were getting a remaster of this 2010 classic. This was something that fans were hoping for after the huge success of 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2. Although the trilogy sold well, it still had the same game physics that it originally had all the way back in the early 2000s, but RDR1 was released around a decade or so after this, when the gameplay was much more advanced. After playing through the open world of RDR2, fans wanted to continue on with the story as John Marston, fulfilling the entire story of the Van der Linde gang from beginning to end. We expected the gameplay upgrade somewhat matching that of RDR2. Gamers, including myself, were expecting an entire overhaul of Red Dead 1 from scratch, believing that Rockstar Games would have learned from their past mistakes of the trilogy, but once again we were let down. The release of Red Dead Redemption 1 wasn't an entirely new build or even a remaster. Aside from a few minor visual upgrades, it was nothing more than a port over onto consoles such as the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 with a PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility. Slapping it with a $50 price tag didn't help matters much neither. Similar to the GTA trilogy, a lot of gamers had already owned copies of the original title, or had at least experienced it, so was there really anything new to justify the hefty cost? Personally, the only way I felt I was going to purchase this was if it was ported to PC, where I could use mods and have a little fun, something that wasn't made available upon its initial release. But again, this wasn't to be. So going back to the announcement on Rockstar's Twitter platform and the next Grand Theft Auto quote, should we be expecting it to actually be GTA 6, or are we simply falsely leading ourselves into a trap, just like we did with both the trilogy and the Red Dead Redemption 1 port over? If it is another remaster, what exactly is left? We have the likes of Liberty City and Vice City Stories, GTA Advanced and Chinatown Wars, or even, if Rockstar's feeling daring, yet another release of GTA 5. But realistically, I think if anything, we could be looking at Nico Bellic's tale in Grand Theft Auto 4. GTA 4 released in 2008, and it's still played quite often today, with many fans preferring the story of it over GTA 5. GTA 4 offered players many features that were stripped in their later release, such as bowling, dating and pool games. But is it enough to justify a remake 15 years or so after its initial release? In theory, yes, as long as they do it right this time. Even though GTA 4 was Rockstar's first step into the HD universe, as of now, the graphics look way too dated when comparing it to the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2. This isn't a knock on the game's visuals at all, there's just a lot of advancements that have been made in the gaming world since then. So in order to drive players back to Liberty City, I think an entire rebuild would be necessary, including a PC version. Otherwise, this would feel no different than what happened with the Trilogy and RDR1. But enough about the negatives to the tweet, let's think positively for a moment. After the gameplay leaks last year, when Rockstar Games was hacked into, which I obviously can't show you, fans already know the location setting is Vice City, and at least two of the potential protagonists, Lucia and Jason. So with this out there, the company may feel somewhat pressurized into pushing GTA 6, or at least showing us a trailer, and when better to do it than on the company's 25th anniversary. Just like everybody else, I'm very hopeful that it's exactly what we've all been wanting. Going back to the tweet, you'll notice that Rockstar stated in December they'll show the first trailer to the next Grand Theft Auto game. This is definitely a positive. The likes of the GTA Trilogy and Red Dead Redemption 1 both got 2 trailers I believe, but the first of each didn't really show anything, aside from what the game coming actually was. Red Dead Redemption 2 got multiple trailers, so let's try and at least be optimistic about this. I understand it takes time to build titles such as these, and after the incredible RDR2, it would have to be something special in order to top that. So even if we are to see a GTA 6 trailer, or whatever the new title may be, it's still going to be a couple of years before players get their hands on a copy of the game. When the first trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 dropped in October of 2016, it was set for release in autumn of the following year, but delays pushed it back to October of 2018. With the company hoping to somehow exceed this title and improve on what they can, I'm personally expecting delays. I'm going to take a stab at an estimated late 2025 release, even if the trailer states otherwise. So all in all, do you believe that the trailer drop next month will in fact be Grand Theft Auto 6, or simply another reboot of a previous release? Are we fooling ourselves again, like we've done before? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You've been listening to Phil of Philby Gaming. If you did, you all know what to do. If you're new to the channel and aren't subscribed already, please consider doing so, as we're almost at the huge milestone of 10,000 subscribers. The channel does have an Instagram page, should you feel you'd like to follow, where I normally post about upcoming projects to give you guys a heads up on what to expect. If you wish to do so, you'll see the page both on screen and in the video description below, as well as any other useful links you may need. I do have a second channel that has recently launched, which is non-gaming related. It's called Shocking True Crimes, and there you'll find stories from all around the world telling detailed accounts of horrific crimes. So if that's something you might be into, please be sure to check it out. You'll find this linked below. Thank you all for watching, keep your fingers crossed for the GTA 6 trailer, and I'll see you in the next one.